Hey guys, Joe here from 3PM151 here on Carlos' channel. I have another deck profile I would like to give you guys. It's a Tool Drop. It's a little modified from David Moore's from Ohio. I took his build and I made little tweaks to it that I felt was more reasonable with local play rather than competitive play. It can be competitive, but I feel like it could be a little more laid back and a little more fun. So I'm just going to jump right into it. The main attacker of the deck is Tool Drop Trubbish. He does 20 for every tool on the field, and with the toolbox Siglif, they can hold 4 tools per Siglif, so just numbers are pretty broken. You can hit for over 960, that's a common one that they hit with. The toolbox of the deck is Siglif. Siglif allows you to have 4 tools on to them. It helps against the tool scrapper matchup. If they get rid of 2 tools, you still have 2 more on it. It's very helpful. 1 retreat cost, so if you need to, you can just retreat it. And it also gives you searches for, well, that retreating also allows you to use your super rod a lot more, makes it a lot more accessible, sorry. I run 2 Surge Kit and 2 Masquerade. Masquerade's effect allows you to move the tools to your hand, so it's almost like moving them on the field. If you feel like your opponent might just go crazy on you with the tool scrappers, you see them in their hand, you can always bounce them to your hand and just like pass. It's not a bad idea, but I've done it once and it turned out pretty decent. It's pretty good with the Tool Drop because what you can do is just move the tools around, and if you want to set up the Trubbish with a Life Do, you can do that. If you want to set it up with the Rescue Scarf because you don't have the play, you can do that as well too. Onto the support lineup, I run 4 Juniper, 3 N, 3 Chorus, and this is supposed to be an Elsa. One of the Elsas I have was damaged right before I did this, so I wasn't able to play it in the deck. But this is supposed to be the Elsa. Elsa allows you to search your deck for 3 tools, so it thins the deck out, and it allows your toolbox Siglif to actually get tools on him instantly. Onto the tools, you run 4 EXP shares. EXP shares allow slight energy acceleration when a Pokemon gets knocked out. So you're always a step of your opponent, even if you have 1 in your hand. This is the extra energy, basically. It's almost like the Dynamotor of the deck. I run 4 Floatstones. Retreat was a little bit of an issue with 3, so I ran 4. 4 was pretty good. It allowed a lot more accessibility, so if I didn't draw it first turn, it was pretty useless, but now that you have 4, it's more easily to draw it first turn. I run 3 Silver Bangles and 1 Muscle Band. Most of the time you're facing EX Pokemon, so Silver Bangle is a little more viable. I only have 1 Muscle Band at the moment, but if I were to put another one in, I would put only 1 in maybe. I wouldn't put the 3 in. 1 Muscle Band's pretty good. Rescue Scarf, it brings the Pokemon that got knocked out back to your hand. It's pretty decent as well. I run 1 Silver Mirror. It should be at 3, but Silver Mirrors aren't in my binder at the moment. I think for competitive format, it would be great at 3, probably 4. But the problem is, for locals, not many people run their competitive decks, so 1 Silver Mirror is perfectly fine, especially if you're going for locals. 1 Life Do, so if your opponent does knock out the Trubbish, eventually sometimes they don't draw any prizes. Onto the trainers. You run 4 Level Ball. Everything is under 90 HP, or well, is 90 HP or less. So Level Ball searches any Pokemon out in the deck. 4 Bicycle, your hand does get used a lot, so 4 Bicycles just accelerate the deck a little faster, get the setup quicker, and get the game win a lot faster. 2 energy switches when you don't have Pokemon that's getting knocked out. It's really good for setting up for the next turn retaliation kill. 1 random receiver in case you don't have the supporter you need. It's really good late games. Very beginning, it's kind of iffy. I don't enjoy having a Juniper in my hand and then going into another Juniper. So, it's a pretty decent card. Super odd to get back all those Pokemon you just got rid of. And I run a total of 9 energies. So, deck works perfect at 9. Any more or any less would be very awkward. But with 9 energies, you draw into them almost every hand you have, and you only need 1 really to actually have a play going off and just explode. So this is Tool Drop. As I said, it's a modification of Michael Moore's deck profile, and this is a pretty decent deck. It's pretty inexpensive. The Pokemon lineup itself is like only $20, and the rest of the stuff is pretty affordable. So if you're looking for a deck on a budget, this is a great deck. Anyway, this is Joe from 3PM151.